Hi, I'm Borgen,
And I'm Mitchie.
and welcome back to Soup is the New Tea. Today we're going to be talking about the new Hunger Games book.
So the new Hunger Games prequel just came out. The Ballad of the Songbirds and Snakes.
Yes, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Which honestly, I don't like the title because, you know the Song of Ice and Fire? Ballads are basically songs.
Prequels generally don't turn out that good in my opinion, no? The only one I really liked was the Maze Runner prequel. Which honestly was better than the books.
Yeah. This one was set 64 years before Katniss's Hunger Games, so what
Which
do you
is
think about that?
way too early. Was Haymitch even alive?
I don't think so. He won the last quarter quell before Katniss's quarter quell, so...
Probably not.
I would have liked it better if they set the prequels during the First Revolution or slightly before the First Revolution so we can see how that started and how that turned out. I mean, we know how that turned out, but how it turned out. Also, the actor who played Finnick Odair in the original Hunger Games, who is Sam Claflin.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hinted before during the filming of the last Hunger Games movie that there would be a prequel about the First Revolution. So where did that go?
Yeah. Is Suzanne Collins really gonna write 2 prequels for a 3-book series?
4 movies.
Okay. That honestly doesn't make much sense.
So this book is apparently set in the 10th Hunger Games, who we're not exactly sure who won, and it's mostly about how the districts adjusted to the revolution stuff.
Who exactly is supposed to win?
We're not exactly sure about the 10th Hunger Game, but there have been fan speculations that it could be Magnus. Do you know anything about Magnus?
No.
Well, we know that Mags from District 4 won the 11th Hunger Games, and she was born before the revolution. So Magnus Magnus Stirlingshire, she was, or he, I'm not sure who it was, he was talked about by the actor who played Effie Trinket, Elizabeth Banks.
Really?
Could be.
I'm not sure this is exactly going to be a hit, especially when we just ended with Katniss having PETA having a mental illness kind of thing, and Katniss pretends that it never happened, and President Snow and all of that drama.
Also, the last 2 movies weren't that well received. Catching Fire was probably the last biggest hit in Hunger Games series.
It beat Iron Man 3, it beat Frozen, it beat Man of Steel, it beat Thor the Dark World. It had a huge grossing amount. $408,010,692.
Yeah, the best thing about Catching Fire is probably it was the last Hunger Games movie with actual Hunger Games.
Yeah, the next one, where was the Hunger Games?
No. The entire series just led to a revolution that no one really liked. So.
Yeah.
In the last Hunger Games movies, they mentioned Hunger Games about 3 times. For Finnick Odair, he talked about Welcome to the 76th Hunger Games. Fact check that. If you were in the Hunger Games, how do you think you could win?
I'm not sure I would make it past the first bloodbath.
Oh yeah, the bloodbath. That's literally the worst thing ever. In the first Hunger Games movie and books, 11 out of the 24 tributes died in the bloodbath at the cornucopia. Why even try at that point?
Yeah.
But if you go to the corners and just grab a bag or 2, no one would notice you and you just run off. Don't engage in combat with careers, sorry.
Yeah. They obviously have the advantage. They're literally trying to be picked.
Careers do have an upper hand because they train for it, though. Well, but about Rue, her statistics to win are astronomically horrible. It was 60-1 in the first games.
I mean, yeah, she's like little.
Not just that.
She could jump in trees.
Also, it's really.
She will fail against the huge people, probably double, triple her size.
Oh, not just that. Also, it's really hard for the Capitol to frame her as a winner. Like, no matter how much you want Rue to win, she's just like that meek little girl on the side that just sits there and eats her berries or something.
Basically, as soon as she was picked, she was doomed to die.
It's hard to put a crown on her, though.
Yeah.
Question: Did you like Rue more or Prim more?
That's a tough one. I felt like in the first book, I had more of a connection with Rue because we saw Prim in maybe the first chapters, but after the entire series, I'd have to kind of say Prim.
Yeah, because everyone talks about Rue's death like it's the worst, like it was the saddest thing ever. But like, we barely got to know Rue.
Yeah.
We saw Prim for 3 books and 4 movies. And
I read the interview with Suzanne Collins. Basically they were saying how, basically Katniss, the entire series about her trying to save Prim. In the first book, she volunteers as tribune, right? The second book, it's like she goes back to the Quarter Cal in order to quell. And in the third book, basically she ends up losing her. Like, the entire point is to save Prim and she fails.
Yay! Okay, no, yeah, I'm sorry.
The good thing about Hunger Games, they got a whole lot of music together with it.
Oh yes, the music, it was amazing. Like, my favorite one was probably the Hanging Tree song.
Yeah, but they got like Taylor Swift, who made Safe and Sound. They got Lord to make Yellow Flicker beat. They got like the Hypnotic Brass to make this theme you hear playing.
What's it called? War? War. Yes, I think it's called War. Do you ship Katniss and Peter or Katniss and Gale?
Gale killed Prim, so Peeta, I guess.
Yeah, but if you didn't kill Prim though.
I still kind of feel Peeta.
I mean, honestly, nothing against him. He's just... I don't like him that much.
Which one?
Peeta. I mean, I hate Gale even more for killing Prim. But at least Buttercup survived. The cat.
Oh, the cat.
Buttercup's my favorite. Did you like President Coin or President Snow more? Like, as a character. It doesn't matter what they did.
President Coin? I think Snow, honestly.
Do you remember President Coin?
No.
Alma Coin.
No.
She was the weird lady that had the weird silver gray hair.
No.
She tried to have the Capitol kids. She tried to do a Capitol Hunger Games.
No.
Katniss killed her when she was supposed to kill President Snow.
No. Did this even happen in the books?
Yes.
I don't remember this.
Great. Do you want to do the music now?
Sure.
Time for commercial breaks.